Said she's going to throw Americans in prison who practice hate speech, except that that would be completely illegal. We don't have hate speech laws in America because we have the U.S. Constitution and the First Amendment. I got to show you this clip. It's insane, especially because Republicans are the ones who get especially upset about any laws that even hint at banning hate speech. Check this out.
There's free speech and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie, in our society.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people so we show them that some action is better than no action?
We will absolutely target you, go after you if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything. And that's across the aisle.
Now, what she said is particularly shocking for a Republican because they always freak out about hate speech. Anything on the left, any Democratic civil rights legislation that they think in any way is prosecuting speech, they lose it because, guess what? They say a lot of stuff that, you know, people on the left might come after them for racism, sexism, homophobia, stuff that's hate speech. In America, that's legal. It might be disgusting. It might be deplorable, but you can be as hateful as you want as long as you don't incite violence. That's one of the big no-nos. But you can be hateful. You can say hateful things. This is really remarkable that a Republican would say this, but I think she knows the rules. I think she knows the law. I think she doesn't care. She's going to violate the Constitution and possibly come after folks. That's what she just said. This is scary as hell, folks. And bottom line here, who do you think she's coming after? Democrats.
Okay, so you just have to see this. Donald Trump's attorney general just said that they will now prosecute people who engage in hate speech or make fun of Charlie Kirk's passing. Just take a look.
There's free speech and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie, in our society.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people so we show them that some action is better than no action?
We will absolutely target you, go after you if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything. And that's across the aisle.
I am truly stunned. It looks like Pam Bondi skipped this part in law school, but hate speech is entirely constitutional. You cannot be prosecuted for saying something hateful about somebody. Often, hate speech can be pretty gross. It can be pretty abhorrent. Most of the time it is, but you can't be prosecuted by the government for it. Now, if you've watched my content in the past week or so, you know that I don't think people should be making fun of Charlie Kirk's passing or joking about it or saying it's justified. But the reality is that speech is entirely protected by the First Amendment. And the fact that the Attorney General, who's leading the Department of Justice, does not know that is incredibly concerning.
Stop scrolling. Attorney General Pam Bondi has announced that she is going to start prosecuting people who make terroristic and use fighting words online or on the media or on social media. And yes, you're right, we do have a right to the First Amendment, but the Supreme Court has been cleared that the First Amendment stops at the use of fighting words or terroristic threats or terroristic statements. So no, statements like that are not protected speech. But they have been allowed to be acted as that or treated as that over like the last 10 years. So let's let Pam Bondi, AG Pam Bondi, know that we stand with her and that we are excited and proud that she is finally stepping up and enforcing the law the way it should be, equally across all aspects, and not allowing the far left and the far right to get away with any more of these terroristic or hateful remarks or comments online or on social media, threatening people on there, threatening people's lives without repercussions or consequences. So please let me know in the poll whether you are happy that Attorney General Pam Bondi is doing this or not. And also, please let's let her know we support her there in the comments, and hit that follow, like, favorite, and share button to help me get past the shadow ban. And also, please hit that subscribe button to help support my future content and so I can do this full time. And come on.
They really want people prosecuted for hate speech about their boy, yeah? Well, I want Donald Trump prosecuted for the violation of my human rights by government-conducted torture. Why? That shit began not even a month after he got into office back in 2017. Not even a month. By the end of fucking February, this shit was already happening. So yeah, the original prescribed punishment for that is death. They've changed it since 2021. I know so. Because I made the request for federal execution of motherfuckers responsible for my subjection, yeah? They changed it. So, but I still want the original law enforced because the offense began when the original law was in place. So yeah, Pam Bondi wants to prosecute people for that motherfucker. I want him prosecuted and subject to death, federal execution, for my subjection to government-conducted torture because he was a president, and it began as soon as he got in office. And quite a few people involved are Republicans. They voted for him, and one of them is particularly close to him. Yeah. And there's more than enough evidence to prove this shit. Believe it. Some of it's in the fucking news. Ha! So, anyway, yeah. That's how I feel about them wanting to prosecute people over shit regarding that boy that isn't really criminal enough for them to prosecute. But the shit that was done to me is, yeah, I want Dumpy to pay for it. I want Dumpy federally executed for my subjection to government-conducted torture.
I feel like we're just the frog in boiling water, and people don't understand right now that, like, things are getting so much worse fast. And I think the Charlie Kirk news, like, obviously, I think people can feel that will probably, I mean, it already is going to be used to completely lie and make things in a certain way so that they can continue to push the boundaries of destroying the Constitution. And this is so obvious where it's going. Next, they're going to start talking about how they're going to start arresting basically U.S. citizens who are just political dissidents. Like, it's going to go full authoritarianism. They're going to just start saying that Antifa is a crime organization, or they're going to say that anyone that's protesting, they're going to call it Antifa, or they're going to call it whatever group that they deem a terrorist organization, or whatever it is that Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, will absolutely do. They're going to just start arresting people. If you're protesting a Trump rally, they're going to arrest you. Like, that's just the beginning. Things are going to get really scary, especially as we get closer and closer to elections, when you then start to see police hanging around voting booths and, like, people getting harassed, or, like, the mail-in ballot thing. Like, we're so far into authoritarianism right now that I think it's just because it's so new to people that they just don't understand it. But we're way further along the scale than people are really consciously admitting. The next steps are going to be the parts that go, I can't believe Trump did that. That's against the Constitution, which those have already happened. But these are going to be big ones. And as always, I don't think the left is prepared to fight that fight.
Hey, did you make fun of Charlie Kirk at all? Get ready to lose your passport. Yes, you heard that correctly. We're looking at thought police and revoking passports. Brian Mast chairs the House Foreign Affairs Committee, and he introduced a bill that includes a provision that would allow Marco Rubio to revoke passports for anyone who supports foreign terrorist organizations. We all know where this goes. This means if you don't like Israel, they'll take your passport away. If you express disinterest in the affairs of the American State Department meddling in foreign countries. They say drug cartels are foreign terrorist organizations, so you say, can you not invade Venezuela? And they say, here goes your passport, buddy. That's exactly what that provision is. And this comes after Marco Rubio said that they would be looking to revoke the visas of folks who made fun of Chuck's death. So, yeah, it could never happen here. It's been happening, and it is continuing to happen. What's it going to take? Mass, what's the word for it? It starts with an E. Those in the streets? Because this is an attack on your basic freedom. Your freedom to travel. Your ability to move freely between nations and explore the world. Coming under the microscope because you dared question the American State Department.
So, MAGA, you are waging a war against the left because you believe that the left has waged a war against you, even though you have absolutely nothing to show for it. You attack everyone that isn't you, or that you're told you're not supposed to like. People you don't even understand. Feminists, communists, drag performers, socialists, atheists, Marxists, leftists, liberals, Democrats, progressives, democratic socialists, anti-fascists, protesters, immigrants, refugees, BLM activists, human rights activists. Let's just go with, like, activists, right? Just all-encompassing activists. Asylum seekers, the CDC, WHO, NATO, gay rights, trans people, secular people, woke people, secular education, secular institution, like anything secular, right? It's all a threat to you. All of these people, all of these ideologies, They're all a threat to you, aren't they? You and your very specific ideology, your very specific type of people. You're waging a war against everyone that isn't you. The left, it's against the institution seeking to oppress everyone that isn't you because you're fine. You've never been oppressed. You have never been oppressed. You're confused because you don't know what oppression looks like. Can we get that just through? You don't know what it fucking looks like. You are not oppressed. You're being held down by a capitalist system, and you're being manipulated by fucking billionaires who are going to drag you into the fucking ground because they couldn't give two shits about you. None of the people in your peripheral that are stuck in this could give two shits about you. They act like they do. But for 1 second, if you say that you're thinking, you're having second thoughts about shit, they will kick you to the fucking curb because they don't give a shit about you. They're so deep in this bullshit of hate. And then you look at the left and you're just like, you guys are full of hate. Are we though? Are we though? I'm not most of the things on this list. I am out protesting with so many different types of people, so many different ideologies, so many different groups, and we're all fighting for each other's right to exist. You're fighting against their right to exist. They're against their right to have the rights that you have. You're fighting everyone, and everyone is coming together to fight against the oppressive system that's manipulated you into believing you're oppressed and you need to wage a war against literally everyone. Everyone else is evil, everyone in the world, except for you. This is so that they can have money and power. They don't believe in shit. They're not Christian. Trump would not be putting his name on the Bible like Hitler put his face on the church. They cultivated the hate and the fear that you have so that they could mobilize you to fight us, the people that would actually help make your life better. Your life would be better. They lie to you every chance they get. Your anger should be at them. All you would have to do is fucking stand down so that we can fight them, and they fucking know it. Wouldn't it be awful if wealth was redistributed back to you? Wouldn't it be awful if you could actually own a home and not have to pay taxes on it every year because you never actually own a home? The government just wants to keep taking your money, which is what they're still doing. They're not spending it on welfare. What are they spending it on? Nothing that's going to benefit you or anybody else. They just want it. And they want to keep you angry so that you think it's for something good. It's not. Not for you. You're not going to get it. This is not going to end the way you think it will. Whether you stoke a war or not, whether you win or not, your life is going to suck. This isn't good, and they know it. They know your life is going to suck. And if they just have their free army, you, to keep fighting the people who would actually be fighting for you,